Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chrisley reveals Todd's words about Julie's natural hair color. Chrisley has revealed what Todd Chrisley had to say about Julie Chrisley's natural hair color. This was a topic of discussion for everyone after she got out of federal prison. Julie was only seen once before dyeing her hair back to her normal color. However, Chase told fans what Todd thought of her hair and what he had to say. There is a lot to uncover and unfold about this situation. Keep reading to find out more about this. Julie Chrisley rocks natural hair before changing back. Julie Chrisley got out of federal prison after she was pardoned by Donald Trump. She was not seen out and about much at all. However, a picture did get posted of her, and she was rocking her natural hair color. Obviously, in prison, she could not get her hair done. So she was back to her natural brunette color with some grays thrown in. She was quick to get her hair done when she got home. She went back to her blonde hair and then started being seen in public. Fans loved her hair both ways. However, her blonde hair is all fans have ever seen her with. Chrisley reveals what Todd Chrisley had to say about it. Chrisley has revealed what Todd Chrisley had to say about his wife's natural hair. Todd did not seem to mind her natural hair. However, he did have to joke with her about the situation. Fans love Julie with her blonde and brunette hair, so she will be supported with whatever she decides to do with her hair next. It seems as though Todd may not have minded her brunette hair. However, Julie wanted to get it back to her blonde as soon as possible. And that is what she did. While Chase said she needed to go back blonde, it seems Julie wanted to do the same. Fans loved how she looked either way. However, she seems to be more confident about being in the public eye with her blonde hair. Chrisley never expected a casual conversation with his dad to turn into a moment of unexpected sentimentality. But that's exactly what happened. While fans have long known the Chrisleys for their Southern charm, witty comebacks, and matching blonde hairdos, Chase recently peeled back the curtain on a sweet and surprising family memory that revolved around something quite simple: Julie's natural hair color. It all started during a rare quiet evening, long before the family found themselves tangled in legal woes and public scrutiny. Chase was flipping through old photo albums at the Nashville estate, something Todd rarely did unless it involved a major redesign of the living room. Todd walked in, holding his evening herbal tea, and stopped in his tracks when he saw the image his son was holding. "Whoa," Todd said with a tilt of his head. "You know, that's your mama before she ever touched a bottle of Clairol." The photo showed Julie in her early 20s, smiling wide, freckles dusted across her cheeks, and a full head of soft auburn hair, not the sleek platinum blonde shade she had worn religiously since Chase could remember. Chase looked up, surprised. "Wait, Mom's a redhead?" Todd smirked and sat beside him, setting the mug on the nearby end table. Was the prettiest chestnut auburn I'd ever seen. And I'll tell you right now, your mama didn't need an ounce of makeup or highlights to stop traffic. She was fire before fire was trendy. Chase expected a joke to follow. That was always Todd's rhythm. Heartfelt moment, then undercut it with sass. But this time, his dad's eyes lingered on the photo longer than usual. There was something quiet in his gaze, like he was rewinding through time, back before the chaos, the fame, the shows, the trials. "You know what I told her on our second date?" Todd said, not waiting for Chase's answer. "I told her, Julie Hughes, you've got the kind of hair that makes a man forget his own name." Chase burst into laughter. "No, you didn't." "Oh, I did," Todd nodded proudly. "I laid it on thick." And she laughed like it was the dumbest line she'd ever heard, which it was. But then she looked down and tucked that gorgeous auburn mess behind her ear, and I knew I'd never want to see another woman's hair again. For a moment, the mansion felt still. The always-on energy that fueled the Chrisley clan, the banter, the judgments, the witty clapbacks, melted into something more vulnerable. Chase leaned back, still holding the photo. First season, one of the producers said, "Wouldn't it be fun if you all looked more, matching?" And your mama said, "Sure, why not?" She thought blonde would photograph better. And well, she looked good. Real good. "But you liked the real her better," Chase said, almost softly. Todd's smile faded into something far more sincere. "Chase, I loved her before the blonde, before the glam squads, before the cameras. I loved her when we were eating boxed macaroni in a one-bedroom condo. That hair, her natural hair, it reminds me of a time when life was quieter, simpler, when it was just her and me trying to build something real." Chase wasn't used to hearing his father speak like this. Todd was rarely this open, especially when it came to emotions that didn't come prepackaged with a sarcastic jab. But in this moment, he was just a husband, remembering the woman he fell in love with, not the reality star, not the matriarch, but Julie. Later that week, Chase shared the memory on a podcast appearance. He wasn't trying to stir headlines or make waves. It just felt like something people needed to hear. A reminder that beneath the glitz and drama of public life, the Chrisleys had always been a family built on real moments, private truths. "I never thought my dad would say something so poetic about a hair color." Chase laughed into the mic. "But he did. And it hit me. Sometimes the smallest things, like a shade of hair, hold memories bigger than any TV deal." Fans flooded social media afterward, begging Julie to ditch the blonde and embrace her natural look again. Some even photoshopped old pictures to imagine what she'd look like today with auburn waves cascading over her shoulders. Others praised Todd's unexpected softness, touched by the rare glimpse into the depth of his devotion. Julie, for her part, had fun with it. She posted an Instagram story with a filter that gave her copper-red curls, captioned, "Throwback or throw forward?" Todd replied in the comments, "Either way, still the only woman who could make me speechless." Chase, reflecting on it all, realized the significance of what his dad had shared. The memory wasn't really about hair at all. It was about seeing someone fully, before the expectations, before the polish, loving them completely as they are. Todd may have had a flair for drama and style, but when it came to Julie, his words were raw and rooted in something deeper. That auburn hair, he had said, was just the beginning. She walked in with it, and I fell, head first. In a family known for excess and performance, it was a quiet, nostalgic confession that reminded everyone what truly mattered.